dust meets the sky. A whisper learned to answer cries. No crown, no blade, no chosen name, just hands that heal and spirit's flame. I walk the paths the elders showed, spoke to earth, to storm, to bone. Each wound that closed, each life I saved, carved who I was, not who I claimed. I was not strong, I was not brave, but still I stood where others gave. The drums grew loud, the war drew near, the spirit spoke. I learned to hear, not just to heal, not just to stay, but to decide who lives that day. For the Horde I stood unbroken, for the fallen words unspoken. Through fire, blood, and endless night, I kept them standing, kept them alive. When monsters roared and titans fell, my voice rang louder than the bell. Not by the kill, but by the breath. I stole them back from certain death. Through shattered halls and burning thrones, we faced the gods that weren't alone. Ancient horrors, endless rage, names carved deep on every age. I felt their claws, I felt their hate, still I healed through shattered fate. When hope was gone and screens went red, I pulled them back, refused the dead. Epic nights, no margin left, one mistake meant final breath. I held the line, I paid the cost, so none of us would ever be lost. They swung the blade, they claimed the fame, but I was there and stayed the same. When legends fell to coordinated might, my healing turned the dark to light. Years of war carved into bone, every scream I made my own. At last the drums began to fade, the price was paid, the world was saved. When Kalimdor finally slept, I laid my weapons down and wept. Not for the fights, not for the kills, but for the quiet, broken will.